I work in a synthesis of different mediums: sound, light, video, electronic entities.
Draw what?
What?
The talking head, disembodied, ghost-like. They're not exactly meant to scare you, but there's no small amount of anxiety in their world. My name is Tony Oursler, and I'm an artist. The face has always been really important in my work.
I'm gonna knock you down.
The face is where language comes forth.
I don't care, just eat it.
It's the way we communicate. It's really the window into identity and empathy.
Sometimes I cannot sleep for days.
If you just have something that speaks, people immediately start to think that it's speaking to them. I've been working with what I call dummies or electronic effigies, human forms with projected heads.
Fun and games, thief of a cold time.
They speak a sort of babble, like someone's in a therapy session, but at the same time they're kind of downloading a technical manual.
Where are you? I'm getting a message from a mental institution, 1933.
I was always kind of really interested in communicating to people in terms that they understand. I think the history of television, the history of technology in general is a kind of shared history that we all have. This is one of these pods or veils. This is handmade glass, or slime as I like to call it. It's made to fit over this head and then to be projected through. The work recently has really been about how people take the technology and the culture of mass media and personalize it, make it part of their life. Try it whispering. Just whisper it.
Poor frequency signals with your head high up. Double negative, frozen in time.
The light on a number of these video takes is moving around the head, so you get these shadows being created and highlights. That kind of harsh lighting also has a resonance throughout film culture. Pop out, take 5. That was great. I don't really work with known actors like movie stars and things like that, but I have worked with people who you might know from other walks of life. For instance, the music world, like David Bowie. I met David right before his 50th birthday. He was particularly interested in these figurative pieces and trying to figure out some way to work with them for the staging of his birthday party at Madison Square Garden. But I really like to work in those situations that aren't classical art situations, you know, out of the kind of ivory tower of the art world. It was a fantastic experience, you know. And I have an installation here at Metro Pictures Gallery. This is the opening.
He started doing these talking heads, and he roped me into doing a few of those. And this is maybe the third one.
Data.
I always feel a little less human while I'm doing it.
I do watch a lot of TV. Tony certainly watched a lot of TV. I suspect he watched more TV than I did. I'm sure it had an enormous effect on him. He was always fascinated by television.
6 in the west.
I found that with a lot of this work, people will immediately imbue it with a kind of life and meaning.
That's exactly where you don't want to be.
Moving around the space, picking up this different text, the viewer really kind of completes the poem. People read into it and make it their own.
Sweet music, sweet music.
It's really important how people kind of go into TV land and kind of take that space back, and that's what my art is about.